I wish there was a way to get through that. We're gonna have to hop off of our steed really quick. Oh, I can't trust that. Well, is what it is. At least we got the bark busters on there now. God damn. Oh my God, that is beautiful on the other side of that. We gotta get through. How deep is this? This is just honeysuckle, so I promise you, if you know honeysuckle, this stuff is a nuisance. I'm doing a favor. Oops. Man, that is beautiful over there. Oh, damn. Got freaking jungle fever. I put my visor down before I lose an eye. Instant fog. I need to get a pin lock shield for this winter. Oh God, don't even say that word. Winter. I don't know if this is gonna happen, guys, but we're gonna try. There we go. Still don't have a skid plate though, is the problem. We're gonna give that a try. Oh God. God. New definition of Honda boat right here. Might have to snorkel the 300 here soon. You think I'm kidding? Oh God, we just went 1, 2, 3 grip. Need a skid plate here soon. Hell yes. Look at this spot. Holy crap, we're skating down this whole thing. Absolutely beautiful. I am all over the place. I don't think we can make it down this without dumping it. And if we make it down, we're definitely not getting back up. Check that out, guys. The water literally formed this circle in this rock. I think that's called something. I don't remember. I'm going to park right here, take my helmet off, and do some recon on foot and see if it's even worth going down that way. I tell you what, I am glad that I checked this out on foot because I would have got stuck down here and it would not have been good. I think the 300 might have had a permanent home here. But man, is this spot beautiful. It's untouched for the most part. And this is pretty much as far as I can go on foot too. Who knows, we might explore later, but I actually brought some goodies, so we're gonna sit down up by the 300 and I think we're gonna crack a cold one. Trying something way different today, guys, so I hope y'all enjoy. Got a new microphone set up. I really wanted to try it out, and what a better place, man. This spot is beautiful. But I'm thirsty, and like I said, I wanted to try something different. So I think once a week or so, we're gonna sit down, try a different craft beer, just talk for a bit, answer some questions. Today we're gonna be trying the BrewDog Hazy Jane. This is a local beer brewed right here in Canal, Winchester. Nothing extravagant, I just picked up a variety pack at the grocery store. So we'll definitely try some more interesting stuff in the future. But I tell you what, man, this can koozie kept it cold this whole ride. We also have mail. So shout out to Paul for sending out the mirrors. He also wrote a letter. Always love getting mail. I had a P.O. box in the past, and it was really just kind of a hassle, to be honest, especially with travel plans in the future. I don't want to have stuff just sitting in the box. I will get something figured out, whether I have a burner house or something like that, because I really do love getting letters and whatever else you guys and girls want to send. But let's go ahead and crack this open. See if you can hear it. Oh yes. So the whole variety pack that I got consisted of IPAs. I wasn't aware of that. You either like IPAs or you hate them. I like them, but I think that most of them taste the same. That's just my opinion. Maybe I haven't developed my palate yet. Not much to say. Like I said, this tastes like pretty much every other IPA that I've had. It is 7.2%, New England style, pretty plain. But I've found for the most part that IPAs are refreshing. I tell you what, it was quite a struggle to get back here, but well worth it. We've got this place all to ourselves. The few other spots that I tried to go to, there were people there, kids playing, so I didn't want to be that weird guy by the river cracking beers, which I guess I still am, but at least nobody can see it but nature. I don't know what it is about slate, but I've always been fascinated with it. People use this stuff as shingles on their house and plenty of other uses. I've just always found it interesting, just how it forms, how it flakes off, and it makes for some pretty gnarly riding. But man, oh man, do we need to get some different tires on here. I will give you a hint, the 250L is gonna make a comeback very soon. I thought about getting another set of D Sports to run on the 250L, but I think it would be cool to do something different. So I've always had the Kenna Trackmasters in the past. Maybe we'll try the 270s, or maybe we'll try a different brand and go with the Dunlop D606, because I've always heard good things about those tires, and I think the tread compound looks similar to that of the D Sport, so maybe that'll be a good comparison. Let me know if you'd like to see that, or maybe do a completely different tire, something that's not popular. But for Lex's sake, I would like for it to be a good tire. She's gonna need all the help she can get on the 250L just because it's so heavy, man. I know there are plenty heavier bikes out there, but for a girl that weighs 100 pounds wet, it can be a bitch to pick them up when they fall. Even for me, man, I struggle from time to time because it's not always gonna be the perfect scenario. Yes, she has no problem picking it up if it fell over on flat ground, but if she has to lift it uphill, if she can't get her footing, for the most part, there will always be somebody to help. But that's not the point. It's kind of hard to grow confidence when you constantly have to rely on somebody. But I am looking forward to doing some dual moto vlogs again, and we really haven't done that since she had the 230. We came out to this exact location, and that was her first time really riding off-road. And we had a blast. The videos did very well. People seemed to love it, so I am looking forward to that coming back to the channel. All right, let's go ahead and open this letter up. See what Mr. Paul has to say. Super awesome gesture, man. I really appreciate it. Dear Tanner, I hope you enjoy the mirrors. Keep making great content. Yours truly, Paul E. P.S. Tell Lex I said hi. Will do, brother. Thank you very much. Those mirrors are just so functional. They really are. There's a reason why they're the top recommended dual sport mirror on the market. The ones that we had for the 250, they were round, and I think I like this shape, whatever you would call it. It looks like a coffin almost. But damn, I love this bike. Just sitting here looking at it, this is the perfect dual sport. It really is. I also get asked a lot about the Kawasaki, the 300 dual sport that they have. I haven't rode it yet. There are people that say that it's better and they prefer that bike because of the suspension mainly. You have a little bit more adjustability with the shock and the forks. But power-wise, I venture to say they're pretty similar. Really what appeals to me with the Hondas is just the reliability, and for the most part, it stands true. But what makes this a great dual sport in my eyes is just the ease of use, super low maintenance. I mean, almost nothing compared to dirt bikes. This is a tried and true street bike engine straight out of the CBR, so it's pretty
low compression, you really only have to worry about oil changes every 5–10,000 miles. At highway speeds, you might burn a little bit of oil, so just be careful with that. But for the most part, these things don't need a lot. The 300cc was definitely a nice update. I was kind of on the fence at first. It didn't seem like it was that much extra, but it really makes a difference, especially on the street. Like, I can cruise 70 comfortably all day long, and that's really all you need for a bike this size. But even the 450L, the thing that deters me from the 450L is the maintenance, the fact that it really doesn't feel all that lighter, and it's harder to ride. At least in the stock form, the power, it's very twitchy. You gotta dump a lot of money into it to get it to run right, so this thing is money. Honda, if by chance you see this, hook a brother up. Let me have another go at the 450RL. I'll do some mods to it and maybe my opinions will change. But in all honesty, guys, I've never been paid a dime from Honda. I've sold a lot of these bikes, probably in the thousands with the 250L. But really, if you are considering getting one of these bikes, just know what you're getting yourself into. It's not a high performance dirt bike. It doesn't have the best suspension. There are plenty of downfalls. But if you are gonna ride it as a dual sport, then in my eyes, this is one of the best bikes for that. Everything out there has pros and cons. Is it a little heavy? Yes. I really don't have any complaints with the power, and that says a lot, man. I've owned a lot of bikes. As you get older, at least for me, you kind of worry less about power and more about how the power is delivered. And this thing is super smooth. The clutch pull is just a dream compared to other bikes. Physically, it's a big engine, and we need to protect it. So I guess I'll talk about some parts that are in the future for the 300. I'd like to do the 12 o'clock labs, integrated taillight. We got to get a skid plate on here ASAP. I am thinking about trying an exhaust just to get rid of some weight. I believe the company is called Aero, but I saw somebody make a video with one and they had the baffle in and it sounded pretty quiet. The only reason for keeping the stock exhaust is because I like to be stealth and get out here and do stuff like this. This is like super gray area where we're at right now. But the stock exhaust allows me to do stuff like that. If I was out on the 450, dude, I would have cops here. I would have SWAT team rappelling from the sky right now, doing a freaking cavity search and acting like I'm the damn Taliban. And speaking of that, I just want to have a little moment of silence for everybody that lost their lives on 9/11, because that is today. There's a lot of people that lose their lives for absolutely no reason. If you're alive and well, you really don't have anything to complain about. Easier said than done, I know. But back to motorcycles. I thought about getting a seat concept seat. The stock seat really isn't that bad. I know there are a lot of bikes out there with terrible seats. The DRZ being one of them, that's the first thing that comes to mind. Most dirt bikes too. That 450RX is terrible. But this seat really isn't that bad. It's wide enough to where you can get both of your ass cheeks on there and it's pretty comfortable. If nothing less, we might do a seat cover. Apart from that, I just like to get some protection parts on here, some rotor guards, skid plate, a brace for the radiator. There's still only one radiator on this bike, which I like. If that's all you need to keep it cool, then why have an extra one? I already have a fan. Thank you, Honda, for providing that. I'm hoping that a Cherubies comes out with some frame guards. Alexis and I did the DIY grip tape on the frame for now, but I would like to get a nice set of frame guards. But the biggest thing that I need to get is a luggage system so we can start doing some dual sport camping. I have no way to haul anything right now with the current setup other than a backpack, which I hate wearing backpacks while riding. It's super uncomfortable. I will probably go with the rackless system just to keep it as slim as possible. If I were to do anything bigger, I just would have got an Africa Twin or a T7. So I'd like to keep it slim, lightweight. So I think we're gonna do a rack on the fender with a rackless system. And I'll have to get some lighter backpacking gear because as of right now, I don't really have anything other than my hammock that I could fit on the bike to sleep in. Also, can we just take a second to thank the Lord there are no mosquitoes here at this spot. I'm sure that'll change when the sun goes down, but damn, mosquitoes suck. I probably would like to do an oversized tank in the future. It's kind of been annoying having to fill this thing up all the time. I don't know if IMS has already released one, but as soon as they do, I'm gonna reach out to them. But ultimately, guys, I just wanna start doing some trips. Winter's coming up, so we're gonna do some traveling. There's really not a whole lot of riding in Florida, so I'm thinking about venturing out west a little bit more, maybe Arizona, New Mexico, hell, maybe even California. I have the harness to tie into the 12-volt system behind the headlight, so we're gonna have USB power on the handlebars. I ultimately decided just to get another phone and use that as my GPS rather than like a dedicated Garmin or Trail Tech. I just think having an actual phone makes a lot more sense, especially with the different apps that you can get for the trail systems these days. I feel like this part's getting pretty long. Some of you are getting bored. If not, let me know, because I'll do more of this often, but I think we're gonna finish up here and continue the ride.
Now we got to battle our way out of here, so we'll see how this goes. I mean, this stuff is slick. Moss covered slate. This ought to be interesting, but I'm always up for a challenge, so let's hop on the old steed and get it done. Actually, I think the best way to turn this bike around is just to slide it. About lost it there. That would have been a disaster. Whew. We are ice skating. Oh my gosh. Problem is when you waddle, your boots slide just the same. It's almost like you have to burn through the moss to get it to go. Oh my God, almost lost her. This would be some good terrain to break a case too. Don't say that. There we go. Oh man, that tree just grabbed a hold of me. All right, I think we're in the clear. Whew. Oh crap, almost dumped her. I think we're gonna take the W this time, guys, and get the hell out of here. Too much fun. All right, we are bush hogging right now, as I like to call it. Should we go up the hard way? Always. There are actually some good hill climbs right here. But from what I remember, this is deep. Oh yeah. Woo! That never gets old. Scan the area. Looks like we're good. Most of these people have no idea what's outside their back door. Some prime riding. Well, that's gonna wrap up today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching. This is exactly why I love dual sports. From the trails to the street and back again. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, all that good stuff. And until the next video, we'll see you then.